Hey everybody, Panda here to bring you Magi, the Labyrinth of Magic, episode 14 review. Now, I'm actually pretty satisfied with, the pacing, for the pacing of this chapter. Since the chapters to this one, I understand they had to rush this one, since, this discussion went on for about 3-4 chapters in the manga, so I think it's good that it got all out in one, but hey, this is the only one I would give it to, but hopefully after this they'll slow down, with Magi manga, but, Magi chapter, with, the output. But in this episode, a lot of people aren't gonna like this episode because there was no fighting, there was hardly anything happen, why is Aladdin and Jadal glowing? It's a lot of stuff, and for just so you know, I have, been currently reading the manga, so I'm pretty close to catching up with it. I'm 40 chapters off from catching up, so I do know what's going to happen now in the future events. So if I don't sound surprised anymore, then forgive me. But this whole episode was dedicated to politics. We gotta love them politics and dictating. So what happened was Sadmad was trying to like uh, he was trying to get his brother to stand down saying is this a coup d'etat? And he's saying yeah it is, and he's saying well, how would you feel if you were king? He was sort of trying to make sure he couldn't do anything and that he was a coward, and Alibaba stand up saying he's not Ahmad, he's not a coward. He came to me, he talked to the trope, he he risked his life to get there. He even stood in front of everyone there and just saved his life from everyone not wanting to kill him. So he is actually he's pretty brave in his own way. And then Ahmad came around and tried to stab him with a sword. Alibaba swung out there. This bitch slapped the guy, and he's like, "Sit down. I'll deal with you later, bitch." It's that was brilliant. All he needed to do to put him in his place was just one bitch slap. But then things get a little bit more complicated as one of the princesses, I think her name's Kyogoku Ren, arrives, which is, I think she's the third princess, if I remember. Third princess or... But anyway, it's the one that we've been knowing for a long time, the red hair. And she comes in because she was supposed to marry someone, for today, I believe. I think it was today or tomorrow that she wanted to... It was the day before the wedding, and she was like, I need to see who my husband's going to be. And that's the thing, and they saying, Amma was like, I'm the king, and it's it's her face, she was like, ugh. And then the banker came in saying, well, we don't actually know a king at the minute, since we just had a coup d'etat. And... so everyone thinking it should be the deputy king, but he didn't want to, and saying Alibaba should be king, and then everyone thinking, oh, he is going to become king, but he doesn't. He says no. He's going to end the monarchy of Balbad, and it's going to become its own it's going to become its own independent sort of country. It isn't gonna. It's just going to roam on a diplomatic way, where it's not roamed by the by the monarchy. It's going to be the people who decides. Now, that's probably the best option he could have gone for, since with that means the treaty and all that is cancelled out, since they need someone to marry the king, and obviously since there's no monarchy no more, there can't be a king. So Hogyoku, the whole Ko Empire is a bit screwed. Then as well, we've got as well Alibaba was trying to say, could you please forget about all the other stuff? Well, now we traded off everything, but since that doesn't even count anymore with our with our monarchy gone, please forget about that. And even as well, it's Sinbad came in just afterwards and saying that he was he brought out his alliance, his friends, to bring out and say that there were three of them that they were going to recommend him to become part of the Seven Seas Alliance, and that he was recommended to be king, but obviously he didn't. So yeah, that's what really happened in that episode. A lot of just talking. But Alibaba in the end went up there and talked to him. I mean, the banker was trying to pull off his cheeky tricks again, and like Alibaba wasn't taking none of it. He was like, get out of my face, fool! Like, and he started talking to him, and he exactly just said the same thing to the people, and it was great. But at the end, we see something happens to Aladdin. A ginormous rook thing has come out. The same thing sort of happens to Judal, and as well, Kashim and the folk trope too are now about to come. So we're gonna see how that is. And by the preview, said like shit's gonna get down. Don't know how fast they're gonna do all the stuff that's gonna happen, but you'll enjoy the events to come. But that's all from me, everybody. Thank you very much for listening to me. I know I went on a lot about politics, but yeah, that's sort of what the series started. It goes on about politics and economics. Like, and I really do like that about Magi, that it's just not all about the fighting, but the world's building and structure as well. But like I said, that's all from me, people. So thank you very much for watching. Remember, straight live and sign out, and I'll see you next time.